Once upon a time, there was a Stoic philosopher, renowned for his wisdom and unshakable calm. People from all walks of life sought his guidance, hoping to understand how to live with courage and tranquility. One day, a distressed young woman came to him, her heart heavy with sorrow. She yearned to know how to free herself from her suffering and find peace. The philosopher welcomed her to his modest home and invited her to sit beside him in the shade of an ancient olive tree. He turned to her and asked, "Tell me, child, what burdens you so? Why do you seek to master the art of release?" The young woman, her voice trembling, replied, "Wise one, I am consumed by grief. I have lost someone I loved dearly, and I cannot escape the weight of my sorrow. Every moment their absence haunts me, and I find no solace. How can I let go of this pain and find peace?" The philosopher listened in silence, his gaze steady yet gentle. He then picked up a smooth stone from the ground and held it out to her. "What do you see in my hand?" he asked. The woman looked at the stone, simple and unremarkable. "I see a stone, nothing more," she replied. The philosopher nodded. "Indeed. Now, imagine if I were to hold this stone tightly in my hand, refusing to let it go. What would happen?" The young woman thought for a moment. "Your hand would tire and ache from gripping it so tightly," she said. "The longer you held on, the more it would hurt." "Exactly," the philosopher said. "And so it is with your sorrow. The tighter you cling to it, the more it will weigh upon you. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means choosing not to carry what harms you." The young woman's eyes welled with tears. "But how can I let go? How do I release the pain that has taken root in my heart?" The philosopher placed the stone gently back on the ground. Letting go begins with understanding the nature of life. All things are transient joy, sorrow, life itself. Clinging to what has passed is to deny this truth. Acceptance is the first step. Accept the pain, the loss, and the impermanence of all things. He continued, "Do not resist your emotions. Acknowledge them. They are part of the human experience. But remember, you are not your pain. It is something you feel, not something you are. By stepping back and observing it, you can begin to loosen its grip." The young woman listened intently, her breathing steadier now. The philosopher added, "Forgiveness is another key. Forgive others, not for their sake, but for your own peace. Forgive yourself for any guilt you carry. Resentment and blame only bind you to the past, but forgiveness sets you free." The woman's expression softened. "Thank you, wise one. I will strive to accept and forgive. I see now that letting go is not about forgetting, but about freeing myself from the chains of the past." The philosopher smiled faintly, his presence exuding calm. "Remember this. Letting go is not a single act, but a daily practice. Each morning, resolve to release what no longer serves you. Each evening, reflect on the beauty of what remains. In this way, you will find the peace you seek, one moment at a time." The young woman left the olive tree's shade with a lighter heart. She embarked on a journey of inner growth, learning to live with acceptance and grace. Through her practice, she discovered the serenity that lies in letting go. This is the path of Stoic wisdom. Thank you for watching, and remain steadfast in your pursuit of peace.